Hey guys, I failed this intro and it ended up being like 10 minutes long, so I'm gonna restart the intro. Basically, I have 5 books left on my TBR, and I really want to complete my TBR. And I have 14 days to do it, so it's feasible. I could do it. I'm just not very interested in reading any of the books left on my TBR. It's not that I'm so much in a reading slump, because I did finish Aurora, or Escape from Aurora, the second book in the Frostlight series by Jamie Liller in 3 days, which I guess technically I should have been able to finish it faster, but I started really late on the 14th, and then, was really busy, yesterday, so that's probably why it took 3 days. The books that I'm not necessarily interested in reading right now. Righteous Fury by Marcus Heights. This is a companion series to the Dwarf series, and it follows basically the villains of the Dwarf series, the Alfar, and they're just really gruesome, and I'm not really into that kind of gore, and I'm not necessarily in the mood for this kind of epic fantasy right now. I kind of want a more, even if it's epic fantasy, kind of more simplistic fantasy, like Frost Art, you know what I mean? The other one is Persuasion by Jane Austen. It's just not in the mood for a classic, no matter how pretty. So A Sword Named Truth by Sherwood Smith. I have started this, but I only got halfway through the first chapter, and I had to put it down. And I just haven't felt the need to pick it back up. So the other two are on the Kindle. One of them is The Things a Brother Knows. I forgot who it's by, but it's a contemporary about this younger brother whose older brother comes back from war, and he's different, and he's trying to kind of reconciliate the two different versions of his brothers, the one he knew and the one he's getting to know. And his older brother's kind of distant. He's trying to get him back involved in the family. There's some other things as well, oh, and then the other one is Harry Potter, A History of Magic Book 1, A Journey Through Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts. All of them not super interested in continuing reading. So, I still want to complete, all the prompts, but I don't necessarily want to read them, if you know what I mean. So, I've decided that I'm going to use Aprilius Maxima's Deck of Cards Chooses My November TBR game, where she has this board and a deck of cards. And I'm going to read, or I'm gonna pick a card and the top card and choose a book based on her prompts. Now she does randomize for her face cards, kings, queens, jacks, and aces. I don't have bookshelves, so I can't really randomize by bookshelves, and my Goodreads isn't up to date, so I'm just gonna do a random letter generator. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get started. I need to choose 5 cards. So the first card is a Jack of Hearts. The hearts doesn't really matter. So I have to randomize my bookshelf. A 3 of Clubs, which is a dark cover. A 9 of Clubs, which is a most recent purchase. Ooh. An Ace of Spades, which is another randomized. And then a 9 of Hearts, which is a TBR game. Alright, since I'm already doing a TBR game, I'll just pick another. I guess that means she has another person's TBR game. Since I'm already using her TBR game, I'll just pick another one. So Queen of Spades, I'm going to do 3 random letter generators. That was interesting, but 3 random letter generators and oh gosh, 3 letter generators and then 2 other prompts. So let me go get my phone and I'll go get books for now. So I'm on my iPad because I don't know where my phone went. I recorded this once. It didn't work, but we're gonna, or it wasn't recording, so we're gonna, no, I want, hold on. How do I make it big? I'm trying to get big because it went big last time. Okay, so I just had to zoom in on it because I don't know how it went big last time, but let's spin it 3 times. S. It picked S, so the first one is S. So I'm going to remove that. I think that's H. It's either H or R. So H was in fact selected. So S, H, and is that U? U. Alright, so I need an S, an H, and a U for these cards. So the only book I had that started with a U was The Unspoken Name, which is another high fantasy. So I decided that I'm just going to switch out the prompt I got. Instead of doing another one of these, I'm just going to take the next top card, which is a 6 of Diamonds, which is graphic novel or manga, I believe it says. And I do have a manga I want to read. Technically, I should probably use that to finish, or to read the 4th book in the Erase series. However, I have a different manga I want to read. Let me see if I have my Kindle app downloaded on this. I do, in fact, have the Kindle app, so I will be using this to show you which one I'm going to read. Oh, I didn't even look at these to look for a U. Oh well. I will just find the one I want to read. Be back in a second. Is this cheating? Yes. Did I plan this? No. I just realized I didn't want to read those, and I don't want to, not get the rewards because I'm just not going to read them. I read the 9 I needed to over the 9 I needed to, and so I just didn't want to. Okay. Let's go ahead and tell you what I'm reading. So for this one, I got a Jack of Hearts, and that was to random letter generate, and I got C. So I'm choosing Sea Spell by Jennifer Donnelly. This is the final book in the Water Fire saga, and I cannot wait, absolutely cannot wait to finish off the series. I was okay with the first book. I think I loved the next 2 books, and so I just can't wait to see how the series ends. The next one was a 3 of Clubs, which is a dark cover. And I choose The Girl Beneath the Sea by Andrew Mayne. This is a thriller, and it follows okay. So it follows Sloane McPherson. She's trying to get out from under her family's shadow. She has a daughter. There's an auxiliary officer for Lawrendale Shores Police Department. She's the go-to diver for evidence recovery. Then she finds a fresh kill floating in the canal. A woman whose murky history collides with Sloane. Yeah, I don't want to say too much more, because I have a hard time, especially with thrillers, knowing what's a spoiler and what's not. So, there we go. Then we have the Nine of Clubs, which is a most recent purchase, which C-Spell would have worked for that as well. But I chose Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This follows basically these, I don't know if they're fighter pilots. I think they're fighter pilots. But basically, the star pupil, for some reason, is late to the graduation, so he gets stuck with, like, the misfits. And they, I guess, kind of found family. It also seems to have some, like, mixed media in it. Some mixed media, so I'm excited for this one. Then, for the next one, I got an Ace of Spades, which is another random letter generator, and for this one I got H, and so I chose The Last House Guest by Megan Miranda. I don't really know much about this one at all. I remember reading the back and picking it up. All my Megan Miranda books I get from Walmart, so I picked it up, found it was interesting, bought it. I don't really remember what it's about. So this one I ended up changing the prompt for. But I got the Nine of Hearts first, which is a TBR game. The next card I drew after that was a random letter generator for you. I only had one book, didn't want to read it, so I cheated again and switched it to this one, which is the Six of Diamonds, which is graphic novel or manga, I believe is what it says. And so I'm choosing to read, instead of continuing on with the Erased series, I'm choosing to read The Betrayal Knows My Name by Hatoru Adagari. This is a anime series that I first found on YouTube, and I watched it, and I enjoyed the series. I just didn't know much about the series. When I started it, was really interested in it. I don't know if there's like another, I don't want to say series or like season, because I read it and it kind of felt like it's set up for another season, but then like YouTube didn't have the rest of it. So I don't know if maybe there's more mangas that go past where the show ends. That also happened with another anime I watched. I watched another anime called 07 Ghost, and the TV series or the anime makes it seem like there should be another season to it. And then when I went to read fanfiction about it, they were talking about events that hadn't happened in the anime, and I was super confused. So I think maybe if there was like a manga, maybe if there's a manga of 07 Ghost, that maybe it went longer. Anyway, Betrayal Knows My Name is called like Urobaku, I think is one of the names it has for the anime, and it follows basically these people called Svelts, and they have magical abilities, and they're always in pairs, except for one of them. And they are like, they fight demons, and their powers are kind of based on God, I guess. Like, they're called God's Voice or God's Light and stuff like that. And then we have Yuki, who was raised in an orphanage, and he knows nothing about his family. And he gets kind of pulled into the Zelts, and you find out that he has this innate magical ability too. And I think it's called God's Light, I think, where he heals. So yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing. I hope that's not a spoiler for the anime or the series, but that's what I am reading. I got this. This one, Andrew Main, does actually kind of fit the prompt for what I got, or for another book that I didn't read. I mood read for a phase, and I mood read for this phase, and so I didn't actually finish this one. And so this one actually kind of fits that phase, but I'm out of, like, replacements. Like, I've already used my 3 switches, which is kind of ironic, because I did switch. One of the books I didn't finish, Theirs for the Night, or Theirs Forever, I think. Yeah, so I didn't finish that one, or I didn't even start that one. No. Wait. No. I didn't put Theirs Forever on it, my TBR. Or if I did, I meant to put Theirs for the... I don't know. Never mind, ignore me. I have no idea what's going on with my own TBR, obviously. Forever Theirs. Yeah, it was on my TBR. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe I need to choose another one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one of these isn't supposed to be here? Righteous Fury is, Persuasion is, what about... Alright, so I skipped this phase. I skipped it, meaning I don't have to read this one. The one I was, the 5th one, or the other one that I wasn't supposed to read was Forever Theirs, which is a romance with this girl and a prince and his bodyguard, basically. Which that could be kind of spoilery for the little short companion novel that goes in front of it. Yeah, so I don't have to pick another card, is what I'm saying. Alright, so that's it. Those are the books I'm reading. In place of them, I'm going to go put those up. I'm going to put these in a place. I'll probably finish Betrayal Knows My Name Volume 1 probably tonight, but I also have a vlog going out for like the first 8 or 9 days of the month. I was going to do weekly vlogs, but then I got like, I guess to the 9th, and I hadn't started the vlog. I hadn't finished the vlog for last week, or for the first week, and then I hadn't even started the other one, so I, and now it's the 16th, and I still haven't published it, so, yeah. This is my life. So, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I don't know why I'm still talking to you, to be honest. I'm just shuffling these cards randomly. I should probably get off and start reading and put those books up. So, bye.